All right, good evening. We're going to begin the meeting, call the meeting to order at this time. I'd like to welcome everyone. Well, it's Thursday, September 5th already, 6:30 p.m., and I'd like to welcome everyone to the Village of Royal Palm Beach first public budget hearing. I'm going to ask you to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, but I will ask you to remain standing at the conclusion of the Pledge of Allegiance to observe a moment of silence for those fatalities that we've seen happen down in the Bahamas.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. You may be seated. Though we were fortunate enough here in Royal Palm Beach to not have the storm create any damage at all, obviously we have neighbors, and certainly our neighbors to the south in the Caribbean. It was very devastating for them, so we just wanted to let them know that we are thinking about them. I also, before I start the meeting, would like to just recognize and acknowledge the work that was done by our staff. They put a lot of hours in preparing the city and in the planning process and even the execution process. Fortunately, it turned out to be just an exercise because we, as we all know, the storm did turn finally and headed north. But nice job, Ray, and all your team, and Captain. All right, we appreciate it very much. All right, with that, Diane, can you let the record show that all members of council are present?
Yes, Mayor.
And the first item on our public hearing is I want to announce that the proposed operating millage rate necessary to fund the budget for the 2019-2020 fiscal year is 4.13% above what we call the rollback rate of 1.8438 mils. I also would like to announce the proposed operating millage rate is, and as it has been for a very long time, and still is, 1.9200 for the general fund. With those announcements made, I will now turn it over to our financial director to take us through the budget.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The total budget for the fiscal 19-20 year is $45.1 million. General operating comprises 56% of that number. Capital projects, 21%, reserves, 20%, and stormwater, 3%. Property values are up again, projected at 4.4%. Our tax rate, as you stated, is 1.92 and has remained that way for many years. Staff changes in finance, engineering, and parks and recreation, I will speak to a little bit later. And we have incorporated, as usual, strategic plan initiatives. Our ad valorem tax, property values, and new construction have increased by 4.4%. Prior year value, $2.85 billion. Current year, $2.98 billion. Increase of $133 million. And again, we've maintained our operating millage rate of 1.92 for several years. The impact of that 192 on homes valued from 150, 212, and 274,000 are $192, $311, and $430 respectively. Our general fund is $25.4 million. Property taxes comprise 21%. Other taxes and fees, 23%. Licenses and permits, 13%. Intergovernmental revenues, 18%. Charges for services, 2%. Fines, 2%. Miscellaneous revenue, 4%. And our current year fund balance is 17%. On the expenditure side, personal services, 43%. Contractual services, 39%. The contractual services are comprised primarily of the police department contract with the sheriff's office. So Basically, personal services are above 80%. 15% for other charges and services, commodities at 3%, other operating expense, department capital outlay, and grants and aid, all less than 1%. Our merit adjustments this year are programmed at an average of 3.5% for all employees. A cost of living adjustment of 2.3% is included based on the 12-month running average from April 18 to March of 19, and medical insurance cost premiums are based on market projections. Our position reclassifications this year are as follows. In engineering, GIS coordinator to GIS manager. In finance, accounting manager to assistant finance director. Information systems manager to information systems director. And in parks and recreation, 2 part-time facility attendants to go to full-time. Additional positions, in engineering, a GIS technician, and in finance, an information systems specialist. Our next fund is the Stormwater Utility Fund at $1.2 million. Stormwater fee comprises 86% of the revenue, and fund balance 14%. On the expenditure side, personal services at 48%, contractual services at less than 1%, other charges and services 39%, commodities at 4%, other operating expense at 1%, and transfers at 8%. Next is the capital improvement funds at $18.4 million. Recreations Facilities Fund at 3%, Beautification Fund at less than 1%, Impact Fee Fund at 9%, Sales Surtax Fund at 22%, General Capital Improvements Fund at 16%, Utility Fund at 1%, and Reserves at 49%. And that, Mr. Mayor, is a summary of the 2019-20 budget.
Okay, thank you, Stan. Right now, I'm going to open it up. This is a public hearing for comments from members of the public. I do not have any comment cards up here, but if anyone here would like to speak regarding the budget that we just reviewed, please come now. Okay, I'm going to leave it, still leave public, until the last item. I'll leave the floor open for public comment. Before we go to adoption of proposed operating millage, I'd like to open up any questions that members on council may have.
Mr. Mayor, if I may interrupt, we do need to close public comment before the next items.
All right, we have it down as item 8, but I will. Usually that's what I do. That's why I
You
didn't.
leave it open?
Well, yeah, because it's listed on the agenda as item number 8.
That's closed public hearing, the whole
Oh.
hearing.
I'm sorry, I misread it. It said public hearing. All right, then I will close public comment if there are no comments from members of the public. One last time, anyone? Going once, going twice? All right, I will close public comment at this time. Thanks.
Thank
And open up for any comments from, go ahead.
Well, the only comment I have, and it really wouldn't have much of an impact this year, it's on page 164 of the budget, the whole idea of a beach at the Commons, I'm not too keen on, but since there's no dollars allocated to it this year, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
And
well,
not that anything needs to be done at this point, but yeah, because there's no dollars allocated in the budget, but I just,
what'll happen with that is at our next strategic planning session, depending on how that
Discuss
goes,
it.
we may
Yeah.
decide to move that up, but right now it's kind of on the horizon. Okay. Any other comments from members of the council? Seeing none, then I want to move forward with the council adoption of the proposed operating millage rate of 1.9200 for the fiscal year 2019-2020. We have to take a motion on that?
Yes, sir.
All right.
motion to approve the operating millage rate of 1.9200 for fiscal year 2019, 2020.
Second.
We have a motion and a second?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Jane has somewhere to go.
Any opposed? There are no opposed?
Sorry.
Diane, please let the record show that the agenda item number 5, approval of the 1.92 millage rate, was approved 5-0. Item 6 is the council adoption of our tentative budget for the fiscal year 2019-2020. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Sorry, before you vote, if you could
Yeah.
restate the motion, if you could repeat the motion just as it's written for
Yeah.
item 6.
The motion is council adoption of tentative budget for fiscal year 2019-2020.
Correct, so as.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We have no opposed. Diane, please let the record show that agenda item number 6, adoption of the tentative budget for fiscal year 2019-2020, was approved 5-0. Item number 7 is I will announce that the final budget hearing will occur on Thursday, September 19th at 6:30 p.m. And unless there's some questions from members on council, I will close the public hearing at this time. So see no further business before the council this evening. We stand adjourned. Thank you. You know, I don't know why I read that as...